William was almost 1 year old when Sir Giles died. He drank too much, the food he ate was too rich, and he lived a life that was doomed to end early. I had not liked him at first, and even at the end I would hardly say that I thought we were friends. I learned to live with his foibles. I suppose that is how men get by. His death brought me 1,000 guineas in his will. That was unexpected, but it also brought an end to my employment. He was no longer the Lord Lieutenant, and his replacement, Sir Walter Blousfield, had his own man he wished to appoint to train the militia. My salary ended immediately, and until I was paid from the estate, we were without an income. We learned all of this after the funeral and the reading of the will. I was unemployed, and I began to worry about our future. That fateful morning, I had been woken by William demanding food, and left the house early to walk through the village, having been disturbed. There had been a frost, and the ground was hard. With a cloak wrapped around my shoulders and a hat upon my head, I enjoyed the walk to the river and the bridge there. I descended to the river to watch the river heading east. I threw the odd stone into the water. I needed time to think about my future. The inheritance would soon disappear. I needed an income, and a regular one at that. I had to have some occupation that paid better and was more reliable than the training of militia. I heard the hooves on the bridge above me, and I made my way back up the bank. Riders at this time of year were rare, and those on horses even rarer. The rider who came into the village looked like a soldier. I had been a soldier and recognized the well-worn, comfortable shoes, the serviceable oiled cloak, and, most tellingly, the pair of horse pistols in the saddle. I saw him before he saw me. When I reached the bridge, I saw that the man was speaking to John Cunningham, who lived in the house close to the bridge. I could not make out the words, but recognized that he had a foreign accent. I had made enough enemies in the Palatinate and the Netherlands for me to regret walking about unarmed. John spied me and pointed. He called out, "There's Captain Bretherton, sir." The rider turned and watched me as I approached him. I saw that he made no move to reach for a weapon, but I was cautious in my approach. Old habits died hard, and a stranger in my home was something that made me wary. "Captain, this foreign gentleman was asking after you."